Hey guys. So if you follow me on Instagram, and by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do that because I post things over there daily. Um, I was at Target yesterday and they had an end cap with the new e.l.f. Camo blushes. I bought the rest of the shades. There they all are right there. I have every single shade, and starting today, I'm going to be doing a series where I'm going to design a makeup look around a particular blush. And today we are starting with Peach Perfect because I feel like this probably is the shade that most people will want to pick up because it's just a beautiful light peach, and to me this is like a universal shade that most people will want. Now there are tons of other colors, and some of the colors you might be like, well, what am I going to do with that? This, I think most people feel like they could pair this with just about anything, but I want to show you today how I'm going to use it. And so, yeah, this is going to be a series. This is maybe my favorite blush that I have ever used in my life. And the only reason why I didn't choose it as my favorite blush of the year is because I had just gotten it like the day before I filmed that video. So otherwise I probably would have chosen this. e.l.f. is just killing it, and they have released so many great products lately. The only thing I wish they would work on is expanding the color range of their powder eyeshadows. I feel like their powder eyeshadows don't have enough variety in the colors that they offer you. There's a ton of neutrals, but there isn't a lot of color in there. They used to release a lot of limited edition colors at one time. Like, I really miss the mint eyeshadow palette that they used to have. I wish they would re-release that. That was so beautiful. But that's what I want to see, is more unique color stories with their powder eyeshadows and not just a bunch of neutral palettes. Okay, so back to the series that I'm starting. What I'm going to do is, when I do these videos, I'm going to start with the blush and then go from there, because if you ever want to see my base makeup, what it is, all you have to do is look at the description box, because it's pretty much the same every single day. All the products that I use right up to the blush. So yeah, we're going to start with the blush, and I am going to use the e.l.f. liquid blush brush. So these blushes are pigmented. The finish is stunning. The color range is great. The only thing that they don't have in the range is a red, and I have a funny feeling that when Valentine's Day comes around, maybe they'll do like a Valentine's Day collection, and maybe then they'll release a red one, because there is no red blush in this range, which is kind of strange. So these are super pigmented. That's all you need, guys. One dot. And then just blend up and out. See that? That's like the perfect amount of color. And this is the lightest shade. So if you're using any of the other colors, one dot is going to be pretty intense. So yeah, to me, that's like the perfect amount of blush. I don't like a lot of blush, and I also don't like to wear it on my actual cheeks. I like to go like from the midpoint on, and that's it. That's what I like for blush. But this is a beautiful peach. Peach Perfect. Yes, good name for it. Okay, now the next step would be highlighter, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter because now I have it in the right shade. My shade is number 1, Fair is my shade. because they expanded the range of shades because they never used to have shades that were suitable for everybody, so they expanded the range. So now I can wear this without it looking crazy. So I have a damp makeup sponge here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one dot and then just tap that onto the highlight area. Another way you can use this Halo Glow liquid filter is to put it under your foundation. You can use it as a primer, but the foundation that I use is so glowy and highlighty already that it wouldn't make sense for me to use it that way. So instead we're just using it as a traditional highlighter. So now I'm even glowier than when I started. Okay, so next we're going to do the eyes. Now when it comes to color theory and makeup color combinations, you probably know if you watch my channel that my favorite way to determine what colors to use is think about the color that you're basing everything around, which in this case is peach. What is the opposite of peach? Light blue. So in this series, by the way, I'm not going to use any limited edition eyeshadows or lip products because I want you to be able to recreate the look if you want to. So for an eyeshadow palette today, we are going to use the Profusion Cosmetics Scenic Lake palette, and this is in the permanent line. It is available at select Walmarts. In this palette, there is a gorgeous light blue eyeshadow, and that's what we're going to use in conjunction with some other products today. So I'm just going to take a large shader brush. The name of that eyeshadow is called Crystalline. So I'm going to load up a large shader brush with that shade. And I'm going to put that all over my lids. And I always prime my lids with concealer and foundation, and I already have, you know, products on there. But yeah, the reason why I like to go opposite is because opposite colors are complementary to each other. And I'm going to take what's left on my brush and just go up into the crease. So we're just going to have a wash of light blue to start with. e.l.f. does not have a light blue eyeshadow in their eyeshadow range. They have other shades of blue, but they don't have a light blue. So this is what I mean. They need to work on their color range there and include a little bit of everything so that we can do more colorful looks if we want to using e.l.f. eyeshadows. I am going to use another e.l.f. eyeshadow with this to complete the look, but there is no light blue in the range. Okay, so this is a very, very light color, so I'm really packing it on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in the shade Powder Blue. And I'm going to put that on my waterline, or I'm going to try, because you know my watery eyes don't like eyeliner. And it's working today. Yay! Yay! Actually got it to apply. Okay, so that is that. Now the next product that the next eyeshadow that I'm going to use is, I'm going to go back into this eyeshadow palette and I'm going to pick up that shade Frozen that is right next to the light blue. And taking a small pencil brush, I'm going to drag that underneath my lower lash line. And I like to start from the outside and work my way in so that I have the majority of the color on the outside and less on the inside. Blue has become like a neutral for me. I use blue eyeshadows a lot, blue mascara, blue eyeliner. Blue works as a neutral for me. And it's also a complementary color for so many other colors. The only thing that I think I tend to use even more for a neutral that's not normally neutral are greens, only because there are so many shades of green and they all can make a look completely different depending on which shade you use. They have a whole bunch of these palettes, and this is the only one that I've tried so far because the Walmart that they sell these at is pretty far from me, so it's not that easy for me to get to that Walmart. But I like to go over to that particular Walmart once in a while because they have the best makeup section at that Walmart. I wish all Walmart's beauty departments were equal, but they're not. But that's the only place I know of other than the Profusion website where you can find these palettes. But they are permanent, so they came out this past year. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the e.l.f. No Budge matte shadow stick in the shade Out of Sight, I think this is called. Yeah, Out of Sight. And this is like a teal. And what we are going to do is we're going to take the e.l.f. Wing It liner brush. If you haven't tried this yet, it is amazing. This is life-changing. I am not exaggerating. This is so versatile and so easy to use, and I'm going to show you today another way to use it. I'm going to use it with this matte shadow stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of the color from the shadow stick, and we're going to do a wing by using that shadow stick and this brush. So first I like to put my wing, place my wing, and I am gonna have to, keep going back to the shadow stick to pick up more product. But the thing about these shadow sticks is once you place the color, that's it. It's not going to move around. It is very pigmented, but once it sets, it sets. Okay, now I like to go back to the beginning and go across. If I apply it directly from the tip, I don't think I'd be able to get as fine a line as what I want. That's why I'm using the brush. You can use those matte shadow sticks though as an eyeliner for sure. I've done it. Okay, now I'm going back to where the wing meets the line. So it's kind of time consuming to do this, but I wanted to be able to incorporate another shade of blue without going in and using it as an eyeshadow, because, you know, using colored liners is just a nice way of incorporating that contrast color. Okay, so I've got my wing, and I've got two colors underneath. So let me shut the camera off and do the other eye off camera so you don't have to, you know, sit through that. Okay, so another thing I could have done is I could have taken that same brush and just used that other shadow that I used and done a wing with that, but by using this, it's going to be less likely to move or get messed up during the day. Like if I touch my face in the eye area, if I had used a shadow, a powder shadow, it could smudge it or whatever. I mean, I don't usually touch my eyes during the course of the day, but this is not going to move. Okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes and be right back. Lashes are curled, and of course we're going to use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara in the shade Ultramarine. And I haven't picked up a backup of this yet, but I think I'm going to have to, because I don't know if this is a limited edition shade or not. I'm hoping it's a permanent product, but I don't really know. Only CoverGirl knows the answer to that. But I hope that it's permanent because I love this mascara and it just looks so good with everything, because like I keep saying, blue is a neutral as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it definitely looks blue, not black, but just this shade of blue is so much better than all the other blue mascaras that have come before it. Because the, like, when you buy like a blue, shocking blue mascara, like the new Maybelline Sky Blue, that's just not going to look good with everything. But because this is a black blue, it does look good with everything. Because it's like a navy blue, and navy blue is super versatile, I think, more so than any other shade of blue that exists, in my opinion. All right, mascara is on. So to tie in this whole peach thing, of course we're going to use peach on my lips, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in Truth or Bear, which is just a nice peachy nude color. And I have a little bit of lip oil residue on there from when I moisturized my lips to start with. I think it'll be okay. So I'm just going to line my lips. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. O Face Satin Lipstick in the shade No Doubt, because this is the most peachy, I feel like, in the range. At Target, by the way. In that same display with the blushes, they also had all the Glow Reviver lip oils. I really like those too, but there are also colors missing from that range that I hope they're going to add eventually. There's a coral, but there is no peach. So a peach would be nice. I've got all the lip oils also. I've got the full range. But yeah, there's certain colors in that line that are missing that I would love to see added. So that is it, you guys. That is my peach light blue makeup tutorial using the new e.l.f. liquid camo blush in Peach Perfect. So I am going to be doing a ton more of these videos, and we're going to use a different color of the blush, of course, every time, and I'll show you, what products I would put with those colors. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.